can't. It's so good. Hi guys. Have you seen it? Have you seen it? Have you seen it yet? Oh my god. I know there's a lot of opinions about this movie being made into 5 parts, but I'm just saying, you know what? I will never, ever say no to the Harry Potter universe movie. In my mind, they can bring as many as they like and I'll be just happy. But I was still a little bit afraid that it's gonna be mediocre because I was just wanting more. I've seen this yesterday, it was Friday, I was so tired after the whole week at work, and we saw it at midnight because the previous one was sold out by the time that I figured out that I should probably book the tickets, which was a week prior. Crazy! And I had a huge migraine, but you know what? As soon as they went into the Harry Potter Warner Bros. Starting screen, when the letters flow to you through the clouds, and I didn't expect it because it's not actually Harry Potter, but they play the Harry Potter music. I had goosebumps everywhere. And I think I teared up a little bit. Holy crap, it's so good! It was so good, and I was so pleasantly surprised. Okay, so before I go into the nitty-gritty, I just wanted to say that I saw it in IMAX because I knew it's gonna be a movie that's heavy on special effects, and I thought, you know what, let's just go all in. And I really highly recommend it. Pacing of the movie was great, the characters were great, the animals were freaking amazing, and everything was so crisp and detailed and magical and not rushed. It was just such a good experience, and there were definitely many more darker bits than Harry Potter, I think. This is not your first and second of Harry Potter. This is probably on par to like Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, even maybe further, because this is following the adult instead of, teenagers. So it's a little bit darker, but I love that. I'm a huge chicken, but I think there were a few bits where you could get a little bit scared. They achieved great suspense, and I really, really loved it. The whole thing was brilliant. If you haven't seen it, go see it. For a person who doesn't mind comedy relief characters, I didn't find this annoying, but I can see some of the people maybe disliking this specific character that seems to be thrown in there just, to be funny. But you know what? I don't mind. I love it. Seriously, go see it. Go. Now, for those that had, I need to say something because I need to share. So I came back home and it was maybe 3 a.m. My partner just fell asleep and I was like, dude, I need to speak with someone. And he couldn't even speak because he was so tired. Oh my god. Anyway, so I'm now standing in front of the camera and I'm gonna speak about it and you're gonna listen because that's what YouTube friends do. I think in the Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, they have the bit with the Niffler, and it's a pop figure of a Niffler, and I bloody love it. But when I saw the movie, I want a real one, and I want it now. That would be a pain in the butt, but I would want it, and I would love it, and I would cuddle it, and I would shake it until all the freaking coins come out. It's just so cute! An absolute overload. It made me sort of question how aware the animals. They seem to be portrayed as having, a concept of deceit. And a concept of deceit is something that people are struggling when it comes to artificial intelligence, and it's a big concept. Basically, they're saying that Niffler has it because when pretending to be a holder of the jewelry. Any bit with Niffler, I just bloody loved. It's so cute! Anyway, but enough of the Niffler. No, never enough of the Niffler. Right from the beginning, I sort of teared up a little bit because, oh my god, Harry Potter, again, a new Harry Potter. And it's great that it's a Hufflepuff, because all this Hufflepuff are crap people. It was bound to happen that J.K. Rowling would save the Hufflepuffs with a cool character, and Newt is cool. Newt is smart and so cool. In the most awkward way, but still cool. But I'm sort of annoyed now. Okay, so we have a person from Slytherin that we admire. We obviously have a bunch of people from Gryffindor. And now we have one from Hufflepuff. Excuse me, I'm a Ravenclaw. Why are you gonna give me something? I feel like we're always at the back. Nobody really thinks about Ravenclaws, do they? And we saw a Thunderbird, and I'm a Thunderbird in the Ilvermorny house. it's so beautiful, I want to ride one and I want to free one and be like, you're free now. It's so magical, it's so huge, and it has 3 sets of wings. What else do you want from a magical creature? And it makes storms. And so we in like 1920s or something, America. The first thought that really came to me when he started just like an apparating in front of muggles, I was like, are they not lost yet? I loved Newt and I loved Jacob. I know Jacob was probably there for like comic relief, but whatever. I really loved it. He was a great character. He's so compassionate, and when he's sitting there waiting, it's like, what are you here for? And Newt just absentmindedly says, same as you, and he was like, you're here for the loan for your own baker? What are the chances? And when Jacob is running, because he accidentally got sprayed basically with the mating liquid, and he's running from this huge hippo creature that is just really horny and wants to mate, I was like, this is not even funny. Like, how would that work? It would be the worst rape ever. Not that any other rapes are good, but do you know what I mean, right? That would be, it would wreck him and there would be nothing left of him, and it's scary. The sister was also so cool because she seems to be, you know, this shallow, oh, stay at home cook, look at me being all pretty, putting my pretty clothes on. But she has spark. When someone she loves is in danger, she thinks like this, and she uses this stereotype of her being shallow to sneak everything out of the ministry when she needs to, and I think that's brilliant. And she has occlumency, and I think it's a little bit different one from Snape, because Snape seemed to control it and do it consciously, while I think she can't even really stop it. That has to be really hard to live with. And I love that bit at the very end when she goes into the bakery, and after Jacob was obliviated, and Jacob is sort of staring at her, and we don't really know if he remembers or not, because it might be coming back to him because all the cookies shaped from the animals, and a woman is asking, how did you come up with this? And he's like, I honestly don't know. When we were taking to Newt's trunk, he was like, I'm not dreaming, am I? And he was, why are you so certain? And he said, because I don't have the brains to make all this stuff up. So it's just hilarious how afterwards he's cooking and making these, and you know what's coming back to him. We know that she knows what he's thinking, and that little smile that she gave him, I just thought, you know, I think he's thinking the same thing he was thinking when he first saw her, and we all know what that was. It's funny. It was so heartbreaking when they sent him to the rain and everything. Got chilly. Oh yeah, the sailing people. So messed up. And I think it's really, I think the story is coming out at a very interesting time, considering Trump and everything that's going on. And you know, the level of intolerance that's going on, well, everywhere, but especially in America at the moment. I think this movie is, I'm sure it wasn't timed specifically for this, but I think the timing is perfect. Salem people are crazies. You know what? I didn't even feel a little bit sad when she died. I was like, good. Why did she not die sooner? Because we know the guy. There's a 0 chance that I will remember the name of the guy, but you know the guy, the main guy who had the obscurus thingy. This poor kid, how old is he's maybe what, 16, 17? He's the oldest one, and so we knew that nobody really survives over the age 8. Well, typically. Although I have a theory that it's not the first one. But it was just so sad the way he was treated, and the way Grindelwald obviously used him. And you know, I actually didn't know that it was Grindelwald. I thought it was somebody who works for him, because it was clear that he's dodgy. Like, it was confirmed when he gave the necklace of the Deathly Hallows. I was like, yeah, no, he's working for Grindelwald. But I didn't know that it was him. I didn't even think that he might be changing in appearance, which is crazy, because I should think that because of, you know, Moody and everything. Like, we had this before. How did I not think about that? But it was great because I didn't know, and it actually was a plot twist for me for once. It wasn't predictable. Probably was for most of you, but I didn't get it, so it's all fine. It was just so sad how he was treated, and I can't believe they actually killed him. Oh my god, I just remember, you know, the stick animal. I think it was in one of the exams that he had to keep those alive or something. Anyway, but when, you know, the shy one who always like lives with Newt, and he was giving him up, and I sat there and like I actually cried a little bit, but it was okay because I had my IMAX glasses on, so nobody really saw. Because I know it's stupid, but you guys know I have such a soft spot for animals, and he was an introverted, shy, you know, really attached to Newt stick person dude, and He was just giving him away. I was like, don't do that. He said that he wouldn't have either way, but it looked like a damn fucking looked nude that you were giving him away, so don't do that again. I bet I will forget to say a lot of things that I want to say, but going back to the obscure, I think that he was not the only person to survive to be that old, because when we were talking about Dumbledore's sister Arianna, didn't they say that Arianna did have magic, but her magic would come out in bursts and she couldn't use it when she wanted to? Sounds familiar. Oh, and that's how Dumbledore's mother died, because she got in the way of Arianna's magic outburst, and I think it could be either the obscure thing developing or fully developed, or maybe just hints of them, because I know she came from the family that obviously encouraged magic, but since there was some incident with her father using the magic against the Muggles, if I remember correctly, so maybe she had this internal battle and she was trying to suppress it, and maybe that's how she developed it, and maybe this is why everything's happening, because the story is about Grindelwald and Dumbledore, and we know that those two were dating Dumbledore and trying to do things for greater good until he realized, oh no, wait a moment, I probably shouldn't. But he did it first, and it's just the sister dying that got them separated. I believe that they are separated at this point, but imagine if they're not and we're gonna see Arianna. I love that. You know, when Grindelwald is interrogating Newt and he's saying, I can see that one teacher argued against you being expelled, Dumbledore, and why is that? Now it makes so much sense, because obviously he's gonna mention it. This is a guy that he was in love with at the very end. I still don't understand. I really need to see this movie again, but I didn't understand exactly what he said when he was, you know, cuffed and walking away. Looks at Newt and says something, but he says something about death, but I was so certain that he's gonna say something like say hello to Dumbledore or something, and he didn't, and I was disappointed. But anyway, what did he say, guys? By the way, just put like a spoiler in the comment and just like write it down, please, because I don't know when I'm gonna see this movie again. I need to buy it when it comes out, but I need to know, because I didn't understand what he was saying, so tell me. There were so many thoughts I can't even like handle, but I'm just puking my thoughts out for you just now, and everything was amazing. The special effects were outstanding. Everything just moved so it looked real. There was really few moments that something was so fake that you would cringe. The singer in the pub was that was probably the only time that I was like, okay, maybe not. Oh my god, and the giggling shots, that was so hilarious. You know, when Jacob is just taking a shot and they're like speaking about like serious stuff and he's like, ha, and that was hilarious. I just loved it. Let me know what you guys thought. I'm sure I have many more things to say, but I want this to be short, especially from the last 35 minutes episode of a thingy that I uploaded yesterday. But let me know what's your Ilvermorny house. Mine is Thunderbird, and I got to see my animal floating about and flying and getting set free, and it was so sad when they said goodbye, but it's fine because now it's free and it's in America and it's gonna go and make storms in real world and not just the suitcase. Oh, the suitcase! The suitcase scene was so precious. I so appreciate that we actually got to walk there and not like just pass it by when someone's chasing you, so everything's just like flash, 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 flash. It was nice that we got to see the animals, and you know what, I don't know what those are, but the ones that like looked like sheep but only with 2 legs, and they were jumping and eating those floaty bits. Those were so cute. I want a bunch of them. I want all of them. And the birdie that adjusts in size on the space that he's around, and he got like caught in a teacup because there was a cockroach there, and the way he just looked at the cockroach when just before they threw it, that was very unrealistic. Why didn't she just use magic to catch it? Anyway, but yes, that was unrealistic from all this magical adventure. Let me know what you thought, and thank you so much for watching. If you like this sort of video, give it a thumbs up. Maybe I will do more movie talks, so if you like this sort of thing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Blah 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 is an adaptation. ACOTAR is an adaptation of a very well-known story, Beauty and the Beast. It's obviously just loosely based around that, and the beauty is not your usual stereotypical beauty, and the beast, well, beast is beastie still. But